What's up guys, this is Biz and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Atmospheric Extinction for Doom 2 on the UltraViolence difficulty with fast monsters enabled. Technical info on the WAD as well as UV fast rules both popping up at the bottom of the video right now. Let's get right into it. This is MAP03 Corruption. Let's do it. Alright guys, down we go to the hardest map in the WAD. Well, one of the hardest maps for sure. This is map 3. We got a little elevator ride at the start, which is very atmospheric, but it kind of sucks for speedrunning because you gotta wait every time you die. Trust me, I died a lot on this map. One of the toughest in my opinions, and this start is very grindy. A lot of hit scanners here in a big open area, a lot of imps. Especially the ones above you are very annoying. As you will see right here, the auto aim has a hell of a time hitting these guys. And we've got no armor and very little ammo. You really want to make all those shells count. Otherwise, you're going to wind up pistoling an imp like this. Now you may have noticed in the first episode of Atmospheric Extinction there was a lot of punching out pinkies. This is probably the most indulgent that Velvetic gets with this concept. We got a lot of pinkies to punch out, a lot of turbo pinkies. They're very annoying. Hit that switch, that'll be a secret for later. Right there, let me just pause it. This took a lot, just a lot of attempts, and so I got the route pretty good. I found like if you stand near this switch right here, the pinkies will have a very hard time biting you. So that's one of the things. I'm figuring out where they're going to spawn, ducking out. They can't really come down these steps. So if you can get out of the maze here, you don't have to worry about them. We're going to hit this switch, and you kind of see like I rush out real quick. I've got pretty good with the pinky movement and finding safe spots. That's really what it's all about. But as you can tell, if you die, you gotta do this every time. It's a minute and a half of, wow, just grindiness. There's a megasphere behind us. That is the secret switch that we hit through the bars in the pinky punching area. We're gonna save it, even though health is really low. We're definitely going to need it later. Grab the rocket launcher. I like to pump 3 rockets into each side here and then make my way back. Grab the SSG. Very nice. Don't want to take too many hits here, but there are some stimmy packs if you feel uncomfortable in this area. And there's one hit scanner I left alive up there. There's so many that spawn in. Alright, grab the mega, here we go. The blue key arena, one of the most difficult in this map. At least they give you a bunch of rocket ammo. Clear everything off, we don't want any additional enemies. Grab the blue key, there's a short delay here. We're going to get revenants and all kinds of imps and hit scanners coming in on these teleport pads. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. And yeah, this fight was extremely annoying. I had to practice it a lot to come up with any kind of consistent strategy at all. And even this one's maybe only 60-65% of the time it works. As you can see, there's a few areas we could possibly use. I tried this. This is pretty good. You can kind of nudge yourself back into this little corner. And just the way fast works, the enemies will kind of shoot projectiles into this wall. However, once they overcome a certain plane here, you kind of get surrounded. I tried this area for a while. What makes these spots so rough is that there's not a lot of cover from the archvile that spawns in. So if you can't get a quick kill on him, you're going to have problems. This area back here has a lot of cover. However, it's no good because this spawner is so damn close to us. And really the most powerful weapon we have right now is the rocket launcher. And it's just not a good idea to shoot rockets that close. Plus, you get flanked from this little corner here. So what that left me was this back little area here. Now, if you pin yourself back in here on fast, you're going to have a hell of a time. They will just box you in and you're dead. However, I found this little spot here was pretty consistent, and you're gonna see how it went. So let's do it. Hope I explained that good enough. So grab the key, wait a couple seconds, start pumping the rockets. We want to do as much damage as we can. The nice thing about this is there's just a little step off, so you can just step back and the rockets will go over you. And there's plenty of cover to hide. Caught an Archie zap there, but that's fine. We can get the kill on him now. Perfect. That went extremely well. You can eat a bunch of rev rockets right there. The enemies can surround you. The archvile can push in and box you in and start raising a bunch of revs. So a lot can go wrong there, but that's the most consistent strategy I've found. Hope that kind of spells it out for you. Gotta get real comfortable with using the rocket launcher in very close conditions and eating some splash damage. Alright, now this area is a little tricky too, but for different reasons. We gotta clear off a few enemies here and then we're gonna ride up the lift. There we go. Grab some water. There's a couple enemies here, but don't step off the lift. When you do, it triggers a very nasty archvile here. There is not a lot of cover. Fortunately, he took 5 rockets. Now we got a bunch of hit scanners out here. You gotta snipe a couple of these guys off because they will pick you apart, and there's not a ton of health in this area. These chain gunners down here are very nasty. Make sure you snipe them. Deal with these spiders next. Try not to take much damage. They can really wreck you. To proceed in this area, you got to shoot those generator things. And there's a very cool effect of some barrels blowing up and like fire coming out of them. Very nice. Another chain gunner down there. Let's deal with some of those hit scanners and then let's take care of this guy. This is kind of a tough shot. Those little lights there tend to... Ooh, come on. Tend to soak up your rockets. Come on, you. Alright, grab as much health as you can down here. We're gonna need it all. Pick up all the ammo. Yep. Alright, let's grab the BFG, but we just want to run right out. There's a ton of revenants that spawn on that bridge, and there's not a lot of health or cover down at the end where the key is. So I like to fight them here. It's much more consistent. Definitely slower, but hey. It's like a 10-minute map, so. Once you're 5 minutes, 6 minutes deep, you definitely don't want to start again, especially with that grindy start of punching pinkies. It's just not something you look forward to at the start of the map. This has gone pretty well, I gotta say. We really haven't eaten any big rev rockets yet. Spoiler, foreshadowing alert. Alright, let's deal with this guy. The only real problem with dealing with these guys down here is once we grab the key, well, you'll see. But some of those enemies will definitely come back to haunt us. Literally. Alright, when you grab the key, a couple Hell Knights spawn in here, and there's some revs coming up the bridge. We'll use this little pedestal here to, ooh, eat a rev rocket! Now we'll use it as cover from the homing missiles. And, splash the BFG off of it and do some big damage. Alright, grab all the stimmies. We're gonna need them. We're still low on health, and we do have one last fight in this area. There is, let me just show you what's going on down here. There's an archvile, and he's rezzed a whole bunch of crap, so we gotta deal with that. I like to pull him to one side here, and then run to the other side, and that way we don't get blocked. And, oh god, chain gunners. Well, that wasn't bad, but that is why we saved the Megasphere way back here. Perfect time to grab it. Let's get that one and only secret. And we'll head up the lift in the yellow key door. Also, shout outs to that Ryu headband on the portrait. I like that. I just noticed it the whole time I played this WAD. Definitely plus 10 for the coolness factor. Alright, that went real well. Can be a little bit tricky. Let's do some punching here. Got a couple revs. Ooh, low calorie rev rocket. It was only 40. Alright, there's some rocket ammo down here. And once you pass this line, you trigger a whole bunch of hit scanners. And, oh, come on. This part not going as well as I would have hoped. Lost quite a bit of health there. And this guy didn't wake up for some reason. Whatever, let's grab that blue armor. Yum. Come right over here. Hit the switch, turn around. There's a pain elemental here. And a bunch of revs here. Just nuke them. Spend some of the cells. That shot sucked. It's okay. Once they're down, this is not too big of a problem. Just in this room, be careful you don't get too close to this window or you'll wake up this archvile. He teleports up into this area here and will flank you. So if you can avoid that, that's always great. Pump a couple rockets. And yeah, now let's wake him up. Come on, wake him up. There he goes. Unfortunately, he got stuck up there for some reason. There he is. Just SSG him down. Make a dash for the red key. A bunch of enemies are gonna spawn around it. Just don't stay down there. Let's deal with this revenant. Nice. Get the heck out of here. One rev spawns here in the main area. I cannot satisfy that hunger. Alright, sweet. Here we are. One enemy left. It's an Archie. I just realized rewatching this demo that I had 100 cells, so I could just nuked him when I ran in here, but whatever. Let's eat a face rocket and get down to 10 damage for the hype. That's map 3. This was a tough one, guys. Definitely a difficulty spike here on fast. Not to be taken lightly. If you're trying to do this saveless, really the start is so grindy with the punching the pinkies and everything, and that blue key fight is no joke, and neither is the, is it the yellow key area? Yeah, yellow key area. Pretty tough too, so I gave you my strats, and they worked pretty good. Like I said, some of those fights I get to about 60-65% consistency. So stick around. I'll see you next time. We're heading to the second episode of Atmospheric Extinction. Peace.